Dakilang tungkulin kung ituring pero lingid po sa kaalaman na nakararami, hindi po biro ang pagiging guro. Isa kasi ang pagtuturo sa mga trabahong itinuturing na apektado ng work-related stress na kalaunay humahantong sa iba't ibang sakit gaya po na lamang ng hypertension o high blood. Yan ang bagong balita ni Sheila Frias.
Isa sa 4 na pampublikong guro ay high blood. Ito ay base sa pag-aaral na isinagawa ng Philippine Heart Association, katuwang ang Department of Education. Mula taong 2010 hanggang 2013, tumaas sa 26.1% ang paglaganap ng hypertension o high blood sa mga guro. Maraming kinaharap na pagsubok ang isang guro. Ilan na nga dito ang malaking bahagi ng oras na napupunta sa trabaho, walang regular na healthcare benefits at maging financial constraints. Malaking bahagi rin nito ang stress na dulot ng pagod at galit. Ang pagtuturo kasi ay kabilang sa 5 trabahong apektado ng work-related stress.
It's already a fact that blood pressure affected by physical and emotional stress. Kahit hindi ka gumagalaw, basta nagalit ka lang, may kaaway ka, that can raise blood pressure.
Stress will always be a factor. Okay? Type A personality, increased amount of stress. And then the stress would be relative. All of us are under stress. All of you are under stress. But it depends on the amount and the ability of the individual to adapt and address the stress. Okay? Stress may include anger. Stress may include lack of sleep. Sa mga teachers, inability to handle the class, inability to make their syllabus on time, pressure from their superior.
Maaari ring dahilan nito ang pagkaing ating kinakain o maaari ring namamana.
But there are many other contributory factors. Family history would be one. If your parents are hypertensive, then there's a possibility that you will acquire hypertension. Environmental factors, and I think that is also true for the teachers that we've interviewed. Okay, so we were asking them what is the typical diet that they're taking. Okay, nagulat nga ako, gastritis is their second most common complaint kasi hindi rin sila nakakakain. Most likely, they're gonna reach out to the most convenient food that they can get, which is probably the vending machines or chichirya. I mean, these are fast food. And relatively, the salt content is high.
Sinuri ang 7,000 guro sa buong bansa sa pamamagitan ng pagkuha ng kanilang height, weight, blood pressure, blood cholesterol, blood sugar at ang laki ng kanilang baywang.
But most of the female teachers actually have abdominal waist circumference of more than 88 kasi yun ang cut-off for females. So when you go home, if you measure your abdominal circumference, if it's more than 88 centimeters, 88 centimeters, hindi inches, 88 centimeters, so that's considered increase. And they said that if it's increased, mas maraming mga taba, visceral fat that is deposited in the body, that is also a predictor of heart disease.
Ang high blood ay kalimitang walang sintomas maliban na lamang kung talagang malala na ito. Kapag napabayaan, maaari itong mauwi sa atake sa puso o stroke. Upang maiwasan ito, sumailalim sa healthy lifestyle counseling ang mga gurong may matataas na alta presyon. Mayroon ding inisyatibo ang DepEd upang matulungan ang mga guro pagdating sa pangangalaga ng kanilang kalusugan.
We have the Teachers Health Welfare Enhancement Program, which is the health clearance. Meron na silang check-up, annual medical check-up. And then we have the check-up, which is a tamang serbisyong kalusugang pampamilya, which is an outpatient package benefit ng PhilHealth for the DepEd personnel.
Sheila Frias, News 13.